time's the locum coming?
He rang about 20 minutes ago saying he had to change a tyre. Probably a lie, he's just overslept.
I'm trying to help you.
I wouldn't need your help if you hadn't knocked me down.
You're not Dr. Collis, are you?
What are you talking about,
I
Karen?
just spoke to the agency, they told me.
If you agree to become one of the trial group,
Would I have to go into hospital?
all in the comfort of your own home.
Is there a brief here yet?
He's on his way.
No, he's been on his way for the last hour. Any news on the body?
He didn't have a wallet on him. His prints aren't on file, and we haven't got anywhere with dental recs yet.
Okay. Well, I'll wait a while to see if any forensics come back before we interview. Tell Rumpole he can go back to bed.
Well, have they found anything out?
No, it's only a matter of time.
This is insane, I can't be in here any longer.
It's okay. Listen, you do know I'm not supposed to be here, don't you?
Have they finished with my clothes yet?
I think you should try and eat something.
How can a total stranger turn up in our boot?
I don't know, but we'll find out.
What am I going to do?
I'll get you out of here, I promise.
I'm supposed to be at the campus later.
Yeah, I'll phone Julie. Look, I better go. It's okay.
Why didn't your department tell me about the methadone? Well, I find that very hard to believe. How could you not know? Okay, never mind. I need to know what I do now. That's it. Well, it's a good thing she's here with me, because if she'd stayed in the system, what hope would she have?
This is ridiculous, I'm not a criminal.
Let's get this over, eh?
Interview commencing 9:20 a.m. Present D.I. Lynette Driver, D.C. Dave Line and Mrs. Karen Hollins and her solicitor, Mr. Paul Cushman.
This is a mistake.
Please confirm your name and address for the purposes of the tape.
I haven't done anything wrong.
How you feeling?
What you're really asking is, am I still coming this afternoon? Relax, I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing Izzy.
And the punchline is?
No, there's no punchline. The mood I'm in, I'd be grateful if I were you.
This looks serious. Someone taking the last biro from the stationery cupboard.
Karen's been arrested.
What for?
Murder.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's stupid.
It seems that the body of a middle-aged man was found in her car last night.
Oh, don't tell me it's that drugs rep she shouted at last week. Sorry.
Well, it's got to be a mistake.
Well, of course it's a mistake, but Rob says they've got to go through the correct procedures or something until they can release her.
They know who it is?
I have told you I don't know who he is. Was.
We'll find out. But it might be better for you if you could identify him.
You're not listening to me.
How did he get in the boot of your car, Mrs. Hollins?
I don't know.
Well, the lock wasn't forced. That would suggest it was opened with a key, wouldn't you say?
For the tape. Karen.
I suppose.
And obviously you have keys to the car. Does anybody else?
Rob Hollins, husband of the accused.
Did you have the keys on you all the time?
They were in my bag.
And could anyone have tampered with your bag?
I had it with me all day.
And did you drive the car to the campus surgery yesterday morning?
Yes.
And did your husband drive the car yesterday?
No.
Tell me about your journey to the campus surgery. Did you go straight to work?
Yes. No. Actually, I stopped for petrol at a garage on Claymont Road.
Did you stop anywhere else?
You mean to murder someone?
For the tape.
No, I didn't go anywhere else. I don't know how he got there. I was at work all day. Happy, can I go now, please?
Oh, we haven't nearly finished, Mrs. Holmes.
Simon, I am so sorry about yesterday. I do respect your judgment.
It's fine. I was being a bit touchy anyway.
Come in, come in.
You know, it can't have been easy for you to hear that Sapphire's got an addiction.
Well, except all of her symptoms don't match. That's not to say I disagree with your diagnosis.
Well, maybe the addiction is masking another underlying health problem.
And we won't find out what it is until we get her clean.
OK, let's try again. The prelim post-mortem shows that the deceased bled to death from a leg wound. Now, you left the petrol station, and we'll get all that on CCTV, by the way. You left the petrol station and then what? Did you knock this man down in your car?
No.
I'm not saying you did it on purpose. It could have been an accident.
There's a dent in your bumper, Karen.
I did that last week at a supermarket. He asked Rob. He was furious about it.
Forensics are looking at it. What if they find blood, traces of fibre?
They found traces of a supermarket trolley.
You knocked him down and you panicked, is that right?
No.
You panicked and you hauled him into the boot of your car.
How could I do that?
People can do incredible things in times of stress. Or maybe someone was with you and they helped you.
Who?
You see my problem, Mrs. Hollins. You leave for work one morning. As you've said, a perfectly normal, uneventful day. And at the end of this uneventful day, there's a dead body in the boot of your car. How did it get there? You say you got to work at 8 yesterday morning. According to this, the time of death was between 8 and 8:30. Is there anyone who can confirm you're already at work by then?
Julia. No, she didn't come in till 20 past. I spoke to the locum. You can ask him. He rang me about changing a tyre.
See your new boyfriend?
Dr. Bond's here to help you get off the methadone.
I don't need help.
For starters, I want to know where you got it.
Lily.
You can have this back when we've finished. Where did you get the methadone?
Can't remember.
Was it from a friend?
Anyway, here's what we're going to do. Dr. Bond.
Well, in the case of methadone, we won't stop the drug, not immediately,
Instead, we'll give you monitored doses.
and reducing the dose each day.
If you're having withdrawal symptoms, anxiety, nausea, shaking, we'll increase the dose again.
Until we find the right balance.
It may take a long time, but it'll work.
Can I have my music?
Sorry.
Yes, okay. Was that the front door?
Interview resumed at 9:55 a.m.
We tried to corroborate your story with the locum, Dr. Henry Collis.
What did you say?
Nothing. He's dead.
What?
But then you already know that, don't you?
We found his car in a lay-by. Traces of blood there matched his.
What did you... I don't know what you're talking about.
Why tell us to speak to the locum when you already know he's dead?
I don't know what you mean.
I've heard of office disagreements, but it's a bit extreme to kill Dr. Collis and put him in your boot, wouldn't you say?
Hang on a minute, that wasn't the locum. The man in my boot wasn't Dr. Collis.
Dr. Collis.
Hello, Mrs. Vale. I'm a little early because I wondered if we could start the drugs trial ahead of schedule.
I've been thinking. I'm not sure.
Well, why don't I come in and we can talk about all your worries over a nice cup of tea? Thanks. I didn't know you were giving Tiger Woods a run for his money, Miss Vale.
That's why I wondered if you could come back. I'm supposed to drop in at the club for a meeting. My friend's coming to pick me up.
But this drugs trial could change your life.
My memory's been all right today, actually.
But what about tomorrow? And you said yourself your daughter was trying to prove that you can't cope on your own.
Well, can these pills really work?
Not only will you be able to remember all the Magnificent Seven, you'll also recall, I don't know, all Liz Taylor's husbands, the English football team. Just one pill and a sit down.
Oh, it's open, Glenys. Please come back later, Doctor.
Yes, Mrs. Vale.
Thank you. Just finishing the minutes. Now, where's my pen?
Seems the locum was impersonating the dead man.
And he killed the real doctor?
Don't know for sure, but we certainly need to ask him some questions.
Well, I saw him. I can give you a description. 1 second, mate. They released you?
Don't go celebrating just yet. She's on bail, subject to further inquiries.
Is the locum out yesterday?
I know. Dave told me. I'll find him.
I don't want you getting involved. Not after last time.
I'm going to see if I can finish early. I'll meet you back at home.
I'll drive into work and see Julia explain.
You won't be driving anywhere. They've kept the car. Come on.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Direct any patients from here across to the mill, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be open as usual.
I'll be with the face.
That's an awful lot of fingerprints in one room. It's going to take us an age to process them all. I want a list of patients that Dr. Collis saw yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. Karen, what are you doing here? How are you feeling?
I've had better days. Rob didn't want me to go home on my own, so I thought I'd take my mind off it.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Me neither.
The appeal's underway, which I suppose in itself is a massive breakthrough. Goldstein says that my father won't get much in terms of compensation, but the important thing is that Ian gets locked up.
What are you up to?
I just want to see justice served.
No. Not that. This.
Well, I apologise for playing the part of the dutiful girlfriend just so you can see your daughter.
You're very keen to see Izzy today, aren't you? Very keen to get things sorted for her.
What? And that's wrong how? Shouldn't you let her in?
And his body hunched round like a big baby. 53 years old, and that's where he ends up.
They'll catch him. Taken loads of fingerprints from all over the consulting room.
He's too smart for that. They couldn't even find any fingerprints on my car keys.
Well, he'll have made a mistake. Somewhere there'll be a fingerprint that gives him away.
Has anybody done the washing up?
No, the cleaner...
He touched that cup.
So let's see how high we can go. 2, 3. Do you want to do 1? 4. 4. 5. Oh! There's no point building a tower with only 1 or 2 bricks. You've got to think big. Isn't that right, Daddy?
I'll get the juice.
Daddy hasn't got a very big tower.
Please don't say it again. I'm happy you're here. Taking my mind off things. Don't. So, just set me off.
Oh, you poor thing. I know what it's like being questioned by the police. You feel guilty even though you haven't done anything. I dread to think what you'd feel like if you had committed a crime.
Sherry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just, I'm not at the talking about it stage. You don't have to keep checking up on me.
I know, I just want a quick word. They've ID'd your fake locum.
And?
It's called Martin Venning. He's just come out after a stretch in Millbridge for robbery. Conman. He sort of acts on the spur of the moment. He's impulsive.
Telling me.
Right. You haven't heard any of this, okay? I'll let you know when they catch him. Now you get home, get some sleep.
I think I will go home, have a long hot bath.
I'm really sorry, but you're not making a lot of sense, Mrs. Vale.
Is that... let me...
Look, just hang on a second, will you? I'm going to pass you over to Karen. So she can't find a pen or something?
Hello, Alice. What's the matter, love? Look, come on, calm down and listen to me. I'm on my way home, so I'll pop in and I'll sort you out. Okay. Bye.
You're going to go all the way over there just to find a pen?
She's got memory problems. She probably mislaid it and set her off. It's take me 2 ticks.
You shouldn't be chasing round.
No, you shouldn't. Let Michelle go.
Or no one can go. By the time any of us rock up, you should have calmed down.
It's on my way home. I'll calm her down and then I'll put my feet up. Everyone happy?
Izzy, before you go, I've got a little present for you, darling. Here you go. You can wear it, and you'll feel like a glamorous princess.
I think we need a word. What are you playing at?
Alphabet bricks.
You know what I mean.
What are you saying? There's no game.
Everything's a game to you. And you're forgetting. I've seen what you're capable of firsthand.
What are you saying?
I'm grateful for the whole pretending to be my partner thing. But Lisa's not here now. So leave Izzy out of any little schemes you may have. Keep your distance. Come on, sweetie. Let's get your things together.
Did you find it?
Hmm?
Your pen.
Oh, that's right. I thought I'd lost it. But I know who's got it. And that's the thing. I trusted him.
Are you feeling a bit confused, Alice? Come on, have a nice sit down. Come on.
I thought it would work, taking the pill. But I think it was a placebo, because I can't remember any of them today.
Not making any sense.
The Magnificent Seven. He told me to sit still for an hour. But I think he's up to no good.
Who?
Why, that Dr. Collis, of course.
Oh, and you're perfectly safe. The police are looking for him.
Are they? Well, I know exactly where he is.
Okay. Yep. Okay, thanks. That was my DC. He's finished interviewing the last patient on the list.
No one's been contacted? No. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, but it doesn't rule out the fact that Venning might try to contact them in the future. But at least they know to get in touch with us if he does turn up. We're closing the net.
No, he's edited this. This list isn't complete.
What do you mean?
Oh, that Mrs. Vale, Alice, she definitely saw him yesterday last thing.
What? Karen's there now? I'll call her mobile.
Yeah, and I'll get Alice's address.
Alice, we have to go really quickly.
Go where?
Anywhere. Just get yourself out the door. Go really quietly. Come on. Police? It's 63 Westernfield Road. I need them really quickly. There's a man upstairs. He's robbing the place. He's wanted for...
What are you doing? I only want my car keys in the bag. Trust me, they'll be gone.
Trust you?
I mean it.
Go on then.
He's not going anywhere.
Alice!
It was all a lie, wasn't it? There was no pill that was going to help me.
Just get out of my way, hmm?
Alice, police know who he is. Just let him go.
No!
Not a good idea, Rob.
She's my wife.
And she'll be fine. The iDriver's practically there. You can't risk another warning, mate.
Alice, let him go.
Do what she says. Why don't you just put that down?
Did you give me that pill? What was it?
What? It was paracetamol.
Were you trying to drag me?
It was just an excuse to make you sit still.
So you could ransack my house?
You've broken it.
I asked you a question.
You stupid old cow!
You're not getting away with this.
Alice, no!
Everyone okay?
Stupid old cow broke my hand. You should arrest her.
I'm sure it was a case of justified self-defence. You were the only witness. What would you say?
Absolutely self-defence.
Martin Venning, I'm arresting you for suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something that you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Where have you been?
Out.
I have been worrying about you all afternoon and evening. Do you want a hot drink? Something to warm you up? Sapphire, you're 12 years old. You should be out playing with friends and having sleepovers, fancying boy bands and wearing too much glitter. You shouldn't be feeling like this. Do you want to know what your life is going to be? It's going to be making money for your next fix. And then you'll find you can't hold down a job, which will make it even harder to finance the drugs. So you'll sell your possessions. And then you'll realise you have nothing left to sell. Apart from one thing. I want your life to be wonderful.
I was 6 when I realised she wasn't like other mums. She'd bring men home, uncles. At first I knew their names and then because I didn't hang around long enough, she wouldn't bother letting me meet them. Loads of different trainers on the stairs.
Where do you get the drugs?
From my mum. A present. First time was a few months ago. Home visit.
And now?
Now we'll just go straight to a dealer. Saves me having to see her. Don't want to be like her.
Please tell me you got the car cleaned.
Twice. It's cost a blooming fortune trying to get that.
Well, I'd never feel like eating again.
Glad to see the feeling's past.
Cheek. Should have seen her. I thought she was going to brain him with the 9-iron.
Sounds like you got a touch of the Charles Bronsons.
I didn't mean to break that old bone thing.
Fossil. It's okay.
I don't want my mum to get in trouble.
I'm not interested in chasing your mother. I'm interested in helping you.
For that drugs program you worked out with Dr. Bond.
It might work, you know, if you give it a chance.
Okay.
This is Kate O'Connell, my favourite godmother.
You stick to the rules and I'll do everything I can to help you. But I'll accept no excuses.
You need to avoid stressful situations.
No. It's not stressful. This is part of getting better, taking risks.
I'm just trying to help!
Leave me alone, you old bitch!
Now, get on your knees.
Discovering the identity of a missing man in